Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here in Stevenage and we've got Vincent van der Voort. Vincent, over for the exhibition. Excited to play in this tonight?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a while that I played in England, but it's good crowd, good people, so fun night.
Look, the UK fans love hearing your opinion on all things darts, so let's dive straight in. The World Grand Prix has just taken place. What was your thoughts on the tournament overall?
Yeah, it was a good tournament. You can see the level is there. Eh? You can see so many people playing great, and yeah, darts is in a good place in the moment. That's for sure.
What was your thoughts on Gerwyn Price? Obviously, he's in there saying that everyone else is scared of Luke Littler apart from him. What did you think of that?
Oh, I don't think everybody is scared of him, but a lot of players are. I mean, I said that after the Worlds, that so many top players acted like fanboys instead of just tried their hardest to beat somebody. And it's not easy because the guy is so good, but you should say to yourself, he's that good, but I'm going to do everything I can to beat him, and don't put too many feathers in his arse.
Do you think that too many people, like you said there, were already behind before they've even got on the stage then?
Yeah, but it happened before with Phil Taylor, it happened before with Michael van Gerwen. So it's normal, but players should just go on and just give it everything they have. And you can see with Gerwyn Price, he should have beat him. So he's not in his head yet, but the worrying thing is he didn't win. So the next time it's going to be more difficult for him again. So he needs to win sometimes.
Is that worrying for everyone else that he keeps winning these tournaments and getting so much confidence by doing so? Like you said, Gezi should have beat him, didn't, and then he goes on and wins it. That's obviously great for Luke, but bad for everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, for the sport of darts, it's good when he gets beat sometimes. Eh? I mean, every tournament that he have his eye on, he's winning at the moment. So for the rest of the players, they got something to do now. So they have to get in his head, maybe bullying him a little bit, just to get something done. I mean, he needs to be beat.
Look, he's a kid. He's got no scar tissue. Next year, when he starts defending money and so on, will his mindset change, or do you think he's that strong it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter to him. I mean, as long as you're winning, you could see that with Michael. I was close with him, of course, in that period. You could see his confidence was so high. They don't care. Every challenge was for him was just another opportunity to beat somebody, and in that phase he is right now. He's gonna get in his life some setbacks, and then we can see how mentally strong he is. But at the moment, he's just you have to play really well to beat him. But you can see plenty of people that came close to him. So you have to beat yourself up if you're not beating.
Aside from Luke, after the World Grand Prix, is there a lot of questions for many of the top players because not all of them performed and some of them went out early? Is there question marks around a lot of top talent at the moment?
I think so, yeah. A lot of players having trouble at the moment. I mean, you got Michael van Gerwen. I think if you look at his ranking from this year, from ranking tournaments, he's probably 27 to 30 in the world. So he needs to be doing something, or else in a year's time he's going to be in a lot of trouble. You got Michael Smith, you got Dimitri van den Berg, you've got loads of players, Joe Cullen. They have to do something because the youth is catching up.
You touched on Michael there. Are you concerned that he could do a Michael Smith and plummet to outside the top 32 then if he's not careful?
Oh yeah, of course. Why not? I mean, he's not playing that bad. His throw is not off on the moment. But his mind and the hunger to win and to compete every time you go on that stage or go on a floor tournament, that's not there in the moment. So if that doesn't come back, then he's in a big trouble. He has big troubles. But yeah, hopefully he will find that mentality back, that you want to win whatever it takes.
Obviously, you said he's very close with Michael. How is he? Obviously, we see him pull out of the Players' Championships, give up and abandon, trying to get to Minehead. He's put some words out and said, "No, I'm not in a great frame of mind at the moment. I've got stuff to do. My mind isn't on darts." How is he?
That's exactly how he is at the moment. I mean, he got that divorce that is terrible. That is heartbreaking. And then he got back, and maybe a little bit too soon. And now he got mentally a setback again. So he needs to take his time. But when he comes back, he needs to be the top professional that he wants to be. And he needs to practice. He needs to live, breathe darts again, or else the youth will catch up. He will not come back if he doesn't give it 100%. You cannot be the number one in the world without practicing or living for it. You have to watch darts. He's just, at the moment he doesn't, and for a while, and so he needs to do something to get back to his best.
Do you think he will?
Hard to say, really. A couple of months ago I would say yes, but in the moment we had a very good conversation a couple of days ago. I said, do you still like it, what you're doing? And don't answer me straight away. Just wait a week or 2 weeks and then say what's on your mind. Do you really want to be back with the best? You want to compete? You want to be there? Or do you want to, is it not there anymore?
Do you think it is? Do you think it's there inside him still? Or do you think it's gone?
Oh, no, it's definitely there. You could see that in the World Series.
Yeah.
The World Series finals. He played amazing. He had 102 average over the whole tournament. So it's still there. The talent is not gone. But he has to live and breathe and just want to destroy everybody who comes across his path. And now he's just, because of all the setback, he got a lot of personal problems, and don't get me wrong. Yeah. So it's very difficult for him with his father, with his divorce, with his kids. It is a hard time. But sport doesn't wait for anybody. So you have to get your head on, or else people will get you.
You touched on the World Series there. Obviously, next year's World Series dates is out. Obviously, we've not got the Dutch event. Obviously, we kind of guessed that because Toto could no longer sponsor it and so on. We are going to Saudi Arabia. What's your thoughts on going there for the first time?
Yeah, no, it's not a surprise. I saw the documentary from the Hearns, and so that you could see that how much they are involved in there. So yeah, I wasn't surprised. I mean, and we can be talking about that is not a good country and for people's rights and everything, but all the sports are going there. So if somebody is to blame to play there, then it's the PDC, not the players. I mean, if you're a player and you get a right amount of money, you play. That's it.
What did you think of the documentary?
I was a typical Hearn documentary. You can see his son is just like him. Really, they really love themselves. Really, that's for sure. And the most funny thing about the whole thing was that painting that they have on there. I mean, everybody else would say, "Don't get me on that painting. That's embarrassing." But he just showed it 10 times in the whole documentary. So that shows a lot about how the person is.
World Championships coming up, the first of the new Sky deal and all that money that's signed in £1 million for the winner. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing that they can earn that money, but I think we have to look at a ranking system where it's more fair. Because now the World Championship is so top high that is... I think it's worrying for the PDC as well, because if somebody is winning the World Championship, he doesn't have to play the whole year. And you don't want that as well. So you can skip everything. And you're coming in a situation like Ronnie O'Sullivan that he thinks, I'm bigger than darts or bigger than snooker, and I don't have to do anything anymore. So you have to get a ranking system where you have to be competing all the time.
Would you have made it, say, 600,000 and then that extra 400,000 gone lower down and things like that?
No, I think you should go to a points ranking system, and then you can give them the money they want. That's not a problem. I mean, darts is that big that they deserve that money. I don't care about that. But for me personally, I think the million is just there to show the world darts can give $1 million prize money for the first prize. But I think the lower players should get more.
I don't think many would disagree with that. Something that you touched on in your podcast that's been translated to English was shall we say, the arrogance perhaps of the UK players about Pro Tours being played in Germany and Holland. Yeah. I'm guessing that, one, you don't agree with it, and two, do they need to have a look at themselves and look at the bigger picture? Yeah,
of course. I mean, I saw Johnny Clayton the other week, and he's just saying, I don't think he has to play in Germany for Pro Tours. That is really stupid to say, really. I called him in my podcast a donkey. I mean, Johnny is one of the nicest guys on the circuit. But you should go to a system that you got maybe only 10 Pro Tours in England. Yeah. And the rest around Europe and expand to Asia or whatever. That would be great for darts, because there's a lot of good dart players in Europe. There's a lot of good dart players in Asia now that want to come through, but it's impossible for them because of the money. So for people like that saying we only have to have Pro Tours in England, that's just ridiculous.
European Tour is expanding, which is obviously a good thing, going to Poland and Slovakia.
Yeah.
Again, would you like to see European Tours elsewhere in like France, Iceland perhaps and so on, and really expand the European Tour?
That would be great. But for instance, why don't you get a Euro Tour in Ireland? Or Scotland? We don't have anything there anymore, eh?
No.
So why not? I mean, there's a big dart people and they want to see the best players in the world. So why not? Why don't get a Euro Tour there? I mean, and then for to go to Spain, Italy, or yeah, that's great, of course. Many countries are better, because in the beginning there were too many in Germany. But I get that, because then you get the numbers up. But now the European Tour stands.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's a great system, but now to expand to different countries, that's good.
One of your countrymen, Jan van Veen, back into the World Youth Final, could defend it, would be a great thing, but Bo Greaves, what a talent, and it's going to be a great game.
100%, yeah. Bo Greaves showed how good she is. I mean, so much respect. I mean, that's the best female dart player I've ever seen in my life. She is such a talent. So many times that she hits the 100+ averages for fun. You could see it in the UK Open, eh?
Yeah.
When she lost to Luke Humphries. But before that, she played 3 matches and she had 6-2, 6-1, 6-2, something like that. She just destroyed everybody. So it's a very good thing, and Gian will not take it lightly. I promise you that, because it's going to be a tough game for him.
Has Van Veen got an outside shot of the Premier League? Because he's doing a lot of things. He ticks a lot of boxes for the Premier League. Do you think we could see him in next year's Premier League?
Yeah. Of course, but he needs to perform on the main stage.
Yeah.
You have to do well in the I mean, he lost to Luke Littler. He was unlucky, I know that, but it's still a first-round loss.
Yeah.
He came to the quarterfinals in the match play. He needs to come deep in a couple of tournaments if he's going to be in the Premier League next year.
What's your thoughts on the Premier League? Is it time for a change, or do you like this version of the Premier League?
No, I think it's time for change. Yeah, definitely. Because after in our dart shop, you get a lot of people coming in. You get an opinions, and they get bored after a couple of weeks. And I get that why the PDC does it, because the venue wants a winner. Yep. So for them it's good, but for the people watching it's a little bit boring. And I think in sport, the matches between Littler and Humphries should be unique. So that makes it great to see them again. If you see them already 10 times in the Premier League, you're not really looking forward to the next time. And that's why you should the big players, when they play each other, it should be something to look forward to.
Vincent, absolute pleasure catching up with you here in Stevenage. Thank you very much as always, my friend.
No problem, man.
To change your